What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Whoa, here we go again, another long list. I can probably guess who this is. Yep, I knew it. Alright, we're coming back to Nightwish. Yes, indeed, Nightwish Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. This is a long list of requesters. Okay, I'm going to do this request list one time. That's it. I'm not doing this at the end. I'm doing it now. So if you want to hear your name, listen carefully. Okay. This is a request by Insulin Umbrella, Linny, Petra, MK, Thays Ramirez Andujar, Zen Cohen, Harbor S, Little Raven, Just Jen, Just Jen's there, Elias Miller, Rufus Panjaitan, Wojciech Hedzik, Tom McKittrick, Bill Addercliffe, Tom Vidvist, Zion Owl, Terrence Canaday, One Winged Angel, Aries Ram, Cyber Slider, Kim Frabitius de Tangnagel, sure, why not? GN, Chardonnay, Henrik Persson, Athlonin, there it is, Athlonin, okay, cool. Peter Bell, Cass Rowe True, Nicholas Gunnarsson, Steve B, Samir Niech, First Claw 1, Solvix 93, Eric Elliott, Fabrizio Granacher, Rick Weaver, Chris Webster, Phantom, Sig P6, Brutally Honest Kanakistani, Caesar Neves, Nikolai Lililund, The Ashlander, Dmitry Tabakerov. We're not even halfway through yet. There's a lot of people. Hythix, Angie, Yako Lucas, Recent Island, Mark Allen 83, RCC Asker, actually be RC Kasker, I believe is what it is. RC Kasker, Music to See, Concert Photography, Ian Wood, Benoit Desrockers, Andrew David Bjork, Timothy Aslip, Mauro Silva, Jim Murph, Ad Astra, Avenge 4386, Robert Klee, World Peas, World Peas, Javadon, Me Still Me, Anarcho Moto, Mikhail Belche Sr., Micah McNobe, James Green, Eferi, Aaron Pedersen, Jeremy Boyle, Giovanna KK, Marcin Wolniewicz, Pontiac GTG8, Ziel Honor Zeka, White Acheron, Cosmin Tudorino, Zoltan Tari, Sono Soloio, Goran Elez, Net Andy CZ, Tim Green, David John, Saku Elovara, Zoran Milicic, Ronald Coringa, Richard Pierce. I'm almost done, I think. Nope, I have a whole nother page to go. Never mind. Where was I? Anders Magnuson, Wang Tang, Nightwish, Darna Goen, Elizabeth McDonald, Kobzer Ricky, Stall Runner, Henzif K, Randy Marple, Confused Penguin, Andy Leach, Michael Segenthaler, Nefscape, Fenrir, Demeremda Rigel. I'm almost done now, I think. Liz Freilich, John Anthony, David Matthews, Texakinen, sure, why not? JNS, Barry Dunham, Stamazd, sure, why not? Stamazd, Pint-Sized, Anton Nidhoger, Mosgrieve, Neil Turner, De Havilland, Carolina A, Mark Griffin, Monique Van Aken, Mihai Rusu, Ken Online, Diogo Navarro. That's a lot of people. And last but not least, Home Gnome. And this was actually one of Home Gnome's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Home Gnome. I hope you enjoy the show, as well as every single person that requested this. 115 people wanted to see me react to this song. It is the song you've all been waiting for, besides Poet and the Pendulum. This is the other one you've all been waiting for. It is Nightwish with a tune called The Greatest Show on Earth. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not heard the song before. This does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, yeah, I recognize this, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Alright, this was posted by Ron B, and the video has 26,529 views. It'll get you there. Gotta be honest with you, I thought that number would be quite a bit higher, but look, it'll still get you there, so it's all good. Yeah, other than that, there's nothing else really left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Now, look, we got 115 people here who have been waiting for this. So, you know what? You got to do better than that. Come on, get your fingers up. Get your fingers up. You know you're going to do this with me. So just get them up right now. I'm still waiting on a couple of you. Yeah, you over there. Still waiting on you. Yeah, and you too. There we go. That's better. All right. Now everyone's got their fingers up. All right. Good. Fingers up. Do it with me, because here we go. All right. Here we go. Nightwish Live, the greatest show on earth. Tampere 2015 with lyrics, apparently. So there's lyrics in the video. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah. There it is. 20 minutes and 52 seconds. That's almost 21 minutes. Wow. This is going to be officially the longest song I've done on the channel. I know there's a betting pool out there. How long is this video going to be? Is my reaction video going to be 2 hours long? Is it going to be 2.5 hours, 3 hours, hour and 45? Folks, listen, I'm going to do everything I can in my power to keep this reaction as short as I possibly can. I'm going to do my best, okay? No promises. But with a 21-minute long song, I cannot see it going any shorter than an hour. I'm sorry. I'm going to do my best, okay? Like I said, no promises. Before I start, I know when I did the reaction for Poet and the Pendulum, everybody was telling me I had to do all this research and all this, and I had to check out the backstory, and everybody was very helpful about that, and I appreciate it. Nobody said I had to do any research for this song. Nobody said I had to check out the backstory of the song, so I don't know what the song is about. I'm going to be kind of honest with you guys. I'm kind of glad. I do feel like when I was doing the reaction to the Poet and the Pendulum, I do feel like I was kind of focused on the story and not on the actual music itself. I do feel like that song got a little cheated. But look, it is what it is. I'm not redoing it. The score is there. It's established. It's set. I'm not changing it, okay? Having said that, though, I'm looking forward to doing this reaction. I am. So we'll see how this goes. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
That came out of nowhere. All right. Okay. Intro. Really pretty. Really nicely done. Very well arranged. Feels good. Feels really good. Sounds good. Everything's flowing well. No complaints on the intro. That intro was actually really pretty. I kind of want to go back and listen to it again, but with this being a long song, I'm going to try not to go back too often. So, no offense. I will go back and listen to that again on my own time. On my own time, I will, but not right now. Switch up to E. I love Tomas's animations. I love it. It's so good. He's using his... Okay, so he's playing with his left, hitting all those chords, right? And with his right hand, that's honestly not doing anything at the moment. He's got to do something with it right now. There's two things he could do. He could just leave it on the keyboard and just leave it there and not do anything with it. Or he could do things like, boom, like that, to give it that little extra oomph to the performance. I dig that. I love the fact that he's willing to do that. Does he have to do it? No, he doesn't have to do it. But by doing it, it just adds another element for the overall entertainment value, especially from the visual standpoint of the show. I dig it. I love the fact that he's willing to do that. I know a lot of keyboard players that aren't. Even though they have their right hand free too, and they just sit there with their right hand on their keyboard because that's what they were taught to do, and that's tradition, and you can't take your hands off the keyboard. Says who? Says who? These traditionalists who are still stuck in the 17th century, the 16th century with their harpsichords. Good for them. That's great. Have fun with that. Keep having that mentality. See how far it takes you, especially in the rock world. But no, look, when you have someone like Tomas who's willing to take his hand off and have that element of showmanship, it just adds to the show. And that's what you want when you want to put on a good visual spectacle that is equal to, but not surpassing, the musical aspect of the same spectacle. So, good on him. Good on him. Digging the flute. I'm absolutely digging the flute there. Sounds fantastic. Great approach. I like his little drop-offs. With the all he does is loosen up his embouchure, and the pitch just ever so slightly drops off. I like that touch. It's a nice little touch. I see he's got his Julian pipes ready to go. So I'm assuming he's going to get to those at some point during this performance. Let's keep going here. Love that. Back to that intro again. Oh, great entrance on her part. Not overbearing, not over the top, right the gun. Very subtle, soft entrance, but swelling each time. And it seems like each one of her new attacks starts in very much the same way, a little softer, and then swelling into the actual formation of the word that she's trying to, put out. Very fitting style of vocal for what's happening musically, sonically within, and chordally within the keyboards. So, nice touch. Really nice touch. Great entrance. I'm not gonna lie, I got some chills. I did get a couple chills there. That was good. Not enough to give me shudders, but I still got some goosebumps. So, good for her. I don't always get goosebumps, man. I don't. But when I do get them, I'll acknowledge them. Absolutely. She did it. She gave them to me, so she deserves the credit. Absolutely. Let's keep going here. Nice touch. Nice touch with that whispered approach to those last two words. Nice. This can't happen. Okay, look, this can't happen. We're not even 5 minutes in, and I'm already no. Nope, I'm not gonna let it happen. No.
Don't be that guy.
Damn it. Anyway, let's keep going.
After sleeping through 100 million centuries, we have finally opened our eyes on a sumptuous planet, sparkling with color, bountiful with life. Within decades, we must close our eyes again. Isn't it a noble and enlightened way of spending our brief time in the sun? To work at understanding the universe and how we have come to wake up in it.
Wow. Okay. Well, that came out of nowhere. Okay. I'm sorry. I was so mesmerized watching Troy. I didn't even see everybody come out on stage. I was really kind of watching Troy. I didn't see Marco come out. I didn't see Empu come out. I didn't see anybody come out. Sorry. Troy did such a great job with those Uilleann pipes. I've seen different designs on the Uilleann pipes. I've seen the one that he uses with the elbow, controlling the bellows, filling the bag on the left. I've seen that. I've also seen where the bellows are being controlled by the feet. You have the foot pumping the bellows, filling the bag into the arm while, playing the pipe. I've seen that too. I'll be honest with you. I think the model where he has it, the bellows under his right arm, I think that makes the most sense. from a mechanical standpoint and from an operational standpoint. You don't have to worry about this great big huge long tube that goes from the ground up to fill the bag, for starters. That's from a mechanical standpoint. From an operational standpoint, you have to worry about using your feet at all. You just got to worry about using your arms and your hands. I just think it's a smarter design. I understand some people might find the foot model appealing, but if I were to play them, I wouldn't want to use the foot model. I could guarantee you I wouldn't want to use the foot model. It's just more coordination involved, more thought on the feet, and instead of just focusing on the arms and hands. And I just think it's a simpler model. I think it is. It looks simpler for sure. Okay, the band came in. Oh boy. Like I said, I didn't see them even come on the stage. That was great. Very sneaky.
Enlightened way of spending our brief time in the sun, to work at understanding the universe and how we have come to wake up in it.
Nice, Phil.
The cosmic law of gravity pulled the new worlds around the fire. A careless cold infinity in every vast direction. Lonely Farah in the Goldilocks zone, she has a tale to tell. From the stellar nursery into a carbon feast, enter Luca, the tapestry of chemistry. There's a writing in the garden, leading us to the mother of all. We are one, we are universe. For there's a what will be, science of the evolution. Alien stars, in the time of our soul. The day-to-day new opening for the greatest show on earth. Iron channels, well.
Oh, God, that chorus.
Are you crying?
Uh,
Are you crying?
it's not, here's the thing, it's not what they're singing about. I don't mean to sound ruthless or cold-blooded or uncaring, but lyrics that, for those of you that don't know, lyrics honestly just go over my head. They really do. As much as I try to focus on them. And even though I have lyrics right here in front of me, I don't understand what in the world they're singing about. I have no clue. And to be honest with you, and again, I'm not saying this to be callous or uncaring or insensitive. I'm just saying this because this is just who I am and how I am. I honestly don't care what the lyrics are talking about. I just don't care. The music, though. Oh, man, the notes. Oh, God. The notes that they're singing, and it's the ones that are singing. So you got Floor singing, you got Marco singing, and you got Troy. So you're getting 3 different notes, and they're going in to the majors, and then they're inverting their own majors. God dang it. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. The way that their voices are blending and the way that they're flowing and inverting within themselves, flipping notes upon each other. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Dear Lord. And so being support. Now look, that's nice and all, but if they don't have the support of the rest of the band, if they don't have the guitar and the bass and the piano and the drums to support them and fill out that bottom end and keep the chordal structure going underneath them, that wouldn't have nearly the impact as it does. It takes everybody to make those kind of moments happen. So, yeah. God, I want to go. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go back. I don't care. No! No, I don't care. Hey, it's my show. If I want to go back, we're going to go back. Yeah, I know it's going to end up being a 2-hour video. I don't care. I don't care. We're going to do it anyway. Oh, God.
Welcoming the outside world to the stuff of stars. Betting the tree of a biological holy. Enter the tapestry.
I like your facial expression right there.
There's a light in the garden, leading us to the mother of all. We are one, we are universe, forests of what will be, science of the divine you see. Alien stars, right in the tail of our soul. Day to day, new opening for the greatest show.
Oh, I like that. I like that glissando down. Wait. That glissando down. It was so clean. They all did it together. Perfectly in sync with each other. Very well rehearsed. You could tell. Nobody missed their cue on that. They all went right down together. That was smooth. Very, very smooth. Let's keep going. Good stuff.
New opening for the greatest show. We are here to care for the garden, the wonder of earth, every form most beautiful. Every form most beautiful.
Quick little vocal lines. Good.
We are one.
Okay, let me pause here. Those quick little vocal lines, just sparsely put in here and there, strategically placed, very smart. I know that's Tomas's doing. I know that's how he designed it. Man, I dig his style. I really do. His style of songwriting is just, it's right up my alley. Because everything makes sense. There is never one time I sit there questioning, and scratching my head going, why did he choose to go that direction? What made him choose to go over here? What made him choose to take that direction? What made him choose to use that chord? No, everything makes sense. Even when it doesn't make sense immediately, right in the moment, later on, it's going to be like, oh, now I get it. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's 2 or 3 or even 4 measures later, it's like, oh, I get it now. You know what I mean? He never makes you wait too long. He's not a sadist. He's not going to sit there and make you, wait for, 64 measures or, 96 measures for it to go, oh, that's why. No, he doesn't do that. He's not going to do that. Man, everything sounds good. Everything sounds good. I am digging the hell out of this song. Let's keep going.
Forebears of what will be, science of the Devonian sea. Rayon stars riding the tail of a storm. A day-to-day new opening for the greatest show.
All right. Interacting with the crowd. Nice. I loved all of that. All of that. Kai back there on the skins, not the cymbals. Very, very sparse cymbal usage. It's like every once in a while, just to finish off a phrase, he'll hit a splash. Or he'll hit a small, light crash. Not a china, not a ride, not a heavy crash. It's always a light cymbal that he's using. Like I said, it's either like a 6-inch splash or like an 8 to 10-inch thin crash, one of the two. But it's always very sparse and very light. For the most part, focusing on skins. My favorite. As a bassist, I love drummers who focus on skins and not so much on cymbals. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I can appreciate cymbals when they're used properly, but when you got these drummers and it's just kick and cymbals, kick and cymbals, kick and cymbals, hardly ever touching the toms, I can't stand that, man. That just gets to be ear piercing. And I'm not a fan. I dig it when drummers focus on skins, snares, and toms. Love it. Great work on his part. Tomas playing along, really nice. But he's not overtaking Kai. He's playing, don't get me wrong, he's helping to keep the song moving, but it's really more of a showcase for Kai, which I could absolutely appreciate. Floor taking it upon herself to interact with the crowd, get them clapping. Good on her for doing that. Thank you. Crowd interaction, always a good thing to keep the crowd engaged with what's happening on stage and make them feel like they're a part of the show. Smart. Very smart. Let's keep going.
Sing one of your fathers died young. The 100 travelers out of Africa. Little Lucy of the A4. Give back to fantasy, to idolatry, to self-destruction, burglary, and turning out the guns, deep within the past, and it's the dread of the hunted.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so I'm not sure what that interlude was for. I'm not 100% sure. We heard sounds of the ocean, lights turned red, Floor came out with this operatic soloistic style, and then out came Marco doing this like breathing pattern. Now, I don't know, and the lights turned green. Now, I don't know what all that was symbolizing. I have no idea. I'm not sure what that meant. I'm sure it meant something. I'm sure I'm sure that was telling part of the story here, but I have no idea what it is, and I don't know what the story is about. But like I said, now here's the thing. I don't normally care, but I'm getting a little curious now. I'm getting a little curious as to what this is all about, because I'm seeing elements of storytelling within the song outside of the music. Like that part right there. Is it part of the song? By definition, yes, but there's nothing happening musically. Nothing from a chordal standpoint anyway. Nothing from the flow of the song. It's just, you have this breakdown, and the only thing musically that's really happening is Floor vocally coming out, and then you got the drums coming in, with Marcos doing that, the vocal that he was doing, the breathing pattern he was doing. Don't know what that all equates to. I'm sure people in the comments will tell me, and I will definitely appreciate it. Yeah, but I mean, so far so good, man. I'm digging even that part. I'm not gonna lie, when they started doing, I was like, I don't know about this part, but then it kind of grabbed me, and I was like, well, now hold on a second. They wouldn't be doing this for no reason. There's got to be a purpose. There's got to be a reason, right? So it's good. It's okay. So there better be a reason. I hope that'll be great. People in the comments can be like, "There's no reason for it. They were just killing time." What? Why would you do that? No, I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sure there's a reason. And I'm sure in the comments people will let me know. Let's keep going.
Terrayonia, the cradle of God, the architecture of understanding, the human lust to feel so exceptional, to rule the earth. Hunger for shiny rocks, for giant mushroom clouds, the will to know is should be done by.
Okay, wait, I caught that. I caught that. I caught that. Hunger for shiny rocks, for giant mushroom clouds. I'm assuming they're talking about uranium to build atomic bombs. I caught that. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4 lately, so I caught that. I love that game, man. I'm sorry. Fallout 4, I think, is one of the very best games ever created. It's the best game out of the Fallout series without question. I think everybody will agree with me on that. The only one that people might say about that, maybe New Vegas, but I stand with Fallout 4. I can't wait for Fallout 5. Fallout 76, can we be honest? Can we say polished turd? You can polish it all you want, it's still a turd, you know? They can do all the fixes and add all the DLCs they want. It's still a turd. Fallout 76 was horrible. And anybody that disagrees with me, play Fallout 4 and then tell me, honestly, that Fallout 76 is a better game than Fallout 4. I dare anybody to come at me with that and show me why.
Why?
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 Why? Because it's an MMO, basically. It's an online MMO. It's a multiplayer game. So what? You want to play an MMO game? Go play World of Warcraft. Go play League of Legends. You know? But don't be playing, don't try to tell me Fallout 76 was the greatest game ever. No. Fallout 4 has got 76 beat. Hands down. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4, so I caught that. Hunger for shiny rocks for giant mushroom clouds. I caught that. That'll probably be the only thing out of the whole song I catch, but I caught it.
Shiny rocks, the giant mushroom clouds, the world's a newest should be done by. It's a history, the grand finale, enter a kind. Money took his time in the song, and the dreams who understand.
Pretty.
A single grain of sand. He gave up to poetry, but one day ceased to be, with the last night of the library.
Okay, where's this gonna go? Ah! So going back to the same line again. I like that line. It didn't have the impact that the first chorus did. The first chorus I thought was more impactful from a choral standpoint. On me, anyway. I mean, it drew tears, for crying out loud. I mean, it did. This isn't drawing tears. It's impressive, though. It's very impressive. It sounds good. Sounds really good. Just doesn't have the emotional impact on me like the first chorus did. There was just something about that first chorus. It was the inversions, I think, that really kind of got me. But it was gorgeous. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is still great, okay? But I wouldn't call it beautiful like that first one was. Anyway, but it's fantastic nonetheless. Let's keep going here. Nice with the harmony. Is it over?
Jesus!
Wait, is the song over? We still got like 4 minutes. That doesn't sound right. But everybody's exiting the stage. I'm curious. Okay. Huh. All right. I mean, everyone's leaving the stage. I think the song's over. Scott Foreman. Okay, so here's the deal. I may cut it here. I might. Okay, I'm going to watch the next 4 minutes. If I think there's something of worth, if I think there's something of value, if there's something that needs to be talked about or anything like that, I'll include it. But at the end of the 4 minutes, if it's just show closer, like, you know, closing song or whatever, or, you know, as we call it in the show, the exit song, if it's just the exit tune for people to start leaving, I'm going to cut it out. I don't see any reason for it to be in there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But at this point, I might see you in the review and we'll talk about it. There's a lot to talk about.
We are going to die.
Okay.
And that makes us the lucky ones.
All right, so there's one.
Most people are never going to die because they're never going to be born. The potential people who could have been here in my place, but who will in fact never see the light of day, outnumber the sand grains of Sahara. Certainly those unborn ghosts include greater poets than Keats, scientists greater than Newton. We know this because the set of possible people allowed by our DNA so massively exceeds the set of actual people.
They're about to take their bows.
In the teeth of these stupefying odds, it is you and I, in our ordinariness, that are here. We privileged few who won the lottery of birth against all odds. How dare we whine at our inevitable return to that prior state from which the vast majority have never stirred?
Tossing out the picks, tossing out the sticks. More pyro. Yeah, we gotta take the picture against the crowd. Yep. Against the crowd backdrop, sure. Gotta have that. And roll the credits. A lot of film crew. Aerial drone filming, really? I can see that. That's going to become something of
There
the
is
future, I think.
grandeur in this field of life, with its several powers having been originally breathed into a few forms or into one, and that whilst this planet has gone cycling on according to the fixed law of gravity, from so simple a beginning, endless forms most beautiful and most wonderful have been and are being evolved.
Okay, yeah, I included it. There was some good stuff in there. Seeing the band take a bow and stuff. All right. So we kept it. We kept it. All right. There's a lot to think about. A lot to take in. Give me some time. I'm going to need to think about this. I'm going in a direction, but if I'm going to go in that direction, I had better be dang sure I'm going to go in that direction. Yeah. All right. Let me think about it. I'll see you in the review. We'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Nightwish with The Greatest Show on Earth. This was a request from Home Gnome, and this was one of Home Gnome's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Home Gnome. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. I sat here. I didn't even leave my chair. I was so vested in thought and so deep in my thoughts. I didn't go downstairs. I didn't hop on the PlayStation. Usually I'll hop on the PlayStation to play a little bit and kind of help clear my head and take everything into account and, you know, kind of give everything a chance to breathe and take a fresh perspective. I didn't do that. I literally sat here for, oh my God, it's been over an hour. Okay. I sat here for over an hour and 9 minutes, actually. Yeah, an hour and 9 minutes I sat here. Just going over everything in my head. Condensing everything, but still not condensing it so much to the point to discredit anything. That's the tricky part. Is I listen, I don't want to sit here and just talk for no reason. But at the same time, I don't want to condense things down so much that it loses its significance and it loses its importance. So I have condensed what I want to say down quite a bit, but it's still going to be quite a bit to talk about, especially considering the score I'm going to give. Now, I have a score, and I am dead set. One of the reasons it took me so long is I sat here literally for 20 minutes arguing with myself about this score. Is this the score the song really deserves? Is this the score that I feel comfortable giving? Is this the score that I believe the song deserves? And it is. And I know there are going to be people who are going to be, you know, hating what I say. There are going to be people who disagree with me. There are going to be people who agree with me. And there's going to be people who applaud me for giving the score I'm going to give it. For having the courage to give the score I'm going to give it in light of the people that may disagree with me. Folks, listen, I'm not here to appease anybody. I have said from day one of this channel, I am going to be objective. I am going to listen to everything with an open mind, and I am going to evaluate and score the songs in a manner in which I believe that the scores deserve to be handed out. If a song gets an 8.5, I believe the song deserves an 8.5. If a song gets a 3.6, I believe the song deserves a 3.6. If a song gets a 9.8, then I believe wholeheartedly that the song deserves a 9.8. Okay? Please keep in mind that these scores are merely my opinion. They are not to be taken out of context from my opinion. Anybody who takes my scores and what I say as the gospel, as the absolute, undisputable truth, irrefutable fact, and they get butthurt over it, that is not my problem. That is their problem. That is their issue. They're the ones taking what I'm saying and calling it the gospel. So that's on them. I never claim that what I say is the honest to God truth when it comes to rating a song, other than I believe truthfully that that is the score, in my opinion, that the song deserves. Please keep that in mind, okay? When I give the score, like I said, I'm going to raise eyebrows. I guarantee you I'm going to raise eyebrows, all right? But I believe that this is the score that the song deserves. It is my opinion. I am absolutely entitled to it. And anybody that tries to change my mind, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to have any luck. No luck at all. Because, like I said, I gave this some serious thought, especially considering the score I'm about to hand out. Here we go. Deep breath. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that. I'm going to give it a 9.9. Yep, you heard me. 9.9. I am not going to change my mind. That is the score I feel the song deserves. Now, let me tell you why.
Why?
I know there's going to be a ton of people out there who are going to be pissed. And they're going to say, you gave The Poet and the Pendulum a 9.7 and you gave this song a 9.9? You're out of your mind. Can't you just be happy that I gave it the 9.9 and the fact that your favorite band is now the owner once again and still the highest score on the channel? Before this, it was Ghost Love scored with 9.8. That never got dethroned. I don't even think it ever got tied. Now this is getting a 9.9. Technically, this is the highest score I could possibly give other than giving a 10 for humanitarian reasons. You know, like a charity song or something like that. This is it. This is as high as you could possibly get. You talk about a song that is as close to perfect as you can get. This was it, okay? This was absolutely it. It had everything. It had fantastic, amazing songwriting. Everything that happened within the song, from a chordal structure and melodic line standpoint, everything made sense. Everything led to the next thing. There was never one time I stood there and scratched my head going, why did they do that? Except for one part. And even then, after I sat there and I was like, why did they do that? And I'm thinking about the color changes and it hit me, okay, well, wait a minute. I'm not familiar with the story behind this song. Maybe that's part of the storytelling. Maybe that's part of the story itself. Okay, well, if that's the case, then that makes sense. And I'm going on an assumption there. I know I'm kind of taking a leap of faith on that, but I have a feeling my instincts are right on that. So, listen, I'm sure people in the comments, like I said, I'm sure they're going to tell me what that part was all about. But that was literally the only time I ever scratched my head. Everything else in this song led perfectly into the next part. There was nothing awkward. There was nothing stiff. There was nothing that felt like it was being forced or shoehorned. Everything flowed like a river right down the banks, emptying out into the ocean. That was some amazing songwriting and arranging on Tomas's part. The use of minors and majors against the minors. That's what got me. In that first chorus part, where hearing the three voices going up into that major against the minor, but then within the major invert within themselves inside the majors. That's what got me. That's what choked me up. That's what made me tear up. That was gorgeous. Beautiful. Moving on through the rest of the song, some great changes in feel, some great changes in just it. I'm not even talking about key or in time signature or in tempo. I'm talking about the feel of the song. It changed from this uplifting you know, uplifting is the best way I can put it. Feel to this feeling of impending doom. And it wasn't sudden either. It was gradual, that descent. And then even when we hit the bottom of it, it came whoop, right back up again into this uplifting feel again. It felt so good. It really did. The chordal patterns within this song, everything, like I said before, it all made sense. All the keys that were used, I lost track. I tried to keep track of how many key changes there were. I couldn't do it. I lost track, honestly, about 2/3 of the way through. At about the 10-minute mark of the song, no, 11-minute mark of the song, I gave up. I gave up trying to keep track, and I was just like, I can't do it. I can't do it and, you know, really focus on what's going on the stage and everything else. It's a little too much for me to do. So I just couldn't do it. I heard so many different key changes, and I'm sitting there going, you can't do that and make it sound as smooth as Tomas did without putting some serious thought into it. Serious thought. And you can't just change keys for no reason. There has to be a reason. And every time he did, it felt like the song was shifting into its next phase. He wasn't just changing key for the sake of changing key, like a lot of other bands I know. No, every time he would change key, there was a purpose behind it. That was gorgeous. It was absolutely gorgeous. So well done. The performance from all of the musicians. I'm just going to save some time, okay? Because I know this is already going to be a long video. I'm going to just save some time, and I'm going to say that was some of the best musicianship I have heard from Nightwish. That was some of the best playing I have heard from Nightwish. And on top of that all, that was maybe not the best showmanship, but it was outstanding showmanship from everyone involved. In particular, Floor and Tomas. Fantastic job from both of them. Interacting with the crowd, being animated. Flora moving around the stage. Marco moving around the stage. Empu moving around the stage. Kai back there. Now, here's the thing about Kai. I said in the past, he doesn't have a whole lot of showmanship. It seems like he's a little more focused on playing the songs because he's not that familiar with them at this point. You know, he'd only been playing with them for what, 2 or 3 years? He's still, you know, he's still learning the song. I'm sure by now it's even better. But even Kai was back there twirling the sticks. I saw a few shots of him back there twirling the sticks while he was playing. That's showmanship. Good on him. Good on him. Troy out there really being a big part of this song. I know it would be very easy to dismiss him in this song. It would be very simple because looking at his past track record, he doesn't really contribute a whole lot overall to the entire show. In this case, in this song, I respectfully disagree. He is one of the cornerstones of this song. Between the flute and the uilleann pipes and the one thing that everybody seems to forget, his supporting vocals. Absolutely necessary. Yes. Now, could the song have done without him doing vocals? Probably, but I'll guarantee you it would not have brought a tear to my eye the way it did if it had not been 3 voices. If it had just been 2 voices, I don't think the song would have had the emotional impact on me that it did. With the 3 voices, it absolutely did cause me to tear up. It did. I'm not gonna lie. You saw it, okay? I will say I did my best to not, because I don't want to become a, sobbing mess. I don't want to do that on camera, but at the same time, I couldn't help it. They just came out. They absolutely came out. There's nothing I could do about it. So, for those of you that are offended by seeing a grown man cry, I apologize. But I couldn't help it, man. That part was absolutely good. That was my favorite part of the whole song, honestly. That and the ending. The ending was also my favorite part. Where Marco and Flora were tag teaming, working the crowd and leading the crowd. That was awesome, man. I love seeing that. When you have 2 people on the stage and they're both tag teaming the crowd to get the crowd involved, that's fantastic. And yes, they did get the crowd involved. Absolutely. Empu's guitar playing, outstanding. Fantastic. never taking the spotlight upon himself, but nonetheless being a foundational part of the sound that they were getting. I could hear the guitar through pretty much the entire song, so it was absolutely necessary. Marco's bass I could actually hear in this song, pretty predominantly actually, and I was thrilled to hear that. I love hearing him play. Sounded really good. Everything sounded fantastic on his end. I talked about Tomas's keyboard playing earlier. I love the fact that he's able to work his free hand into his showmanship. Dug that. Yes. On top of that, he's playing some fantastic stuff on the keyboard. Some great runs, great chords, using some great patches. I was actually watching him play the horn patches, and I was like, wow, those sound like legit horns. He has some fantastic patch banks on his keyboards. I think that's everybody. Yeah, that's everybody. That's all I need to talk about.
You imbecile! You bloated idiot!
Oh, wait, there's Floor. Oh, heaven forbid. How could I possibly forget her? Outstanding work from her as well. From a vocal standpoint, her singing was on point. All the different little voice inflections that she did. I heard so many different styles within her singing in this. That operatic style and that one little breakdown where the lights were turning red. That was a nice little break, but here's what I liked about it. She didn't stay on it for too long. Don't get me wrong. I like her operatic singing, I do, but this is Nightwish. This is a rock show. This is a metal show. We don't need to stay on that operatic style for too long. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad she didn't overstay on that. She came in, she did her part, it was impressive, and it sounded good, but it didn't go on for 5 minutes. You know, thank God. The rest of it, I heard the grit and growl. I heard the clean, I heard the dirty, I heard the highs and the lows. What caught me, man, was that one line where she whispered, and I was like, ah! Now, I know a lot of people are going, so what? She whispered. It's not the fact that she whispered, it's what she whispered, where she whispered it, and how she whispered it, with a smile on her face. Like, brace yourselves. Here it comes. You know, that type of look on her face. And man, it was such a great setup. Listen, I don't like to use the word perfect, okay? I hate using that word because I believe wholeheartedly there is always room to improve. There's always room to get better. Can this song possibly get any better? Possibly. Maybe. I don't ask me to cite precedents, don't ask me to give examples, but I'm sure there are parts in here that might improve. Possibly. There might be ways to make it better. Maybe use some different patches. Maybe change the distortion patch a little bit. But from what I heard in this is about as close to perfection as you can get. Alright? That is why it's getting the 9.9. And for all those Nightwish fans out there who are butthurt about it because I gave Poet and the Pendulum a 9.7 and I gave this a 9.9, all I'm going to say is this. If you're really a Nightwish fan, if you're truly a Nightwish fan, it's a 9.9. The highest score I have ever given on the channel, other than giving 10s for humanitarian reasons. This is not a humanitarian song. This is a song that was not written for a charity, so there's no way it's going to get a 10. But it got a 9.9, the highest score on the channel. Be happy with that. Take the win. And if you're still going to be butthurt over a 9.7 from Poet and the Pendulum, while this gets a 9.9, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. All I can say to you, and I'm saying this with the utmost respect, seek help, get therapy. 9.9, final score. Oh yeah, you heard it, 9.9. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, go ahead and do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.